Hi, I'm Jason with the All Things Open team. I'm here with Jen. Please introduce yourself to the ATO community.
Hey everybody, I'm Jen. Jason and I worked together for about 15 years on opensource.com at Red Hat, and I currently have a consulting business in content strategy.
Perfect. Well, let's jump right into the strategy. What is community-generated content and why is it so important?
Community-generated content is so important. You could also call it user-generated content, so you could be a user of a technology inside a company or outside of a company, and you're creating content about that technology. How you use it, what you love about it, maybe something cool that you made with it.
What do most organizations do wrong with community-generated or user-generated content?
Yeah, I would say they focus on the money and not the person, right? So they're trying to get to that bottom line revenue generating piece of it instead of remembering that a person is behind this content, and you got to remember that the people are what matter, and if you forget that, then people are going to leave.
Any other tips to sprinkle in there?
Yeah, I mean, I think that what's so great about user-generated content is two things. One, it's real stories about the technology, so you can't just make that up, right? Like, that's real content, real stories. But then also, there's something really cool that happens when you connect with people outside of the company who are using the technology that kind of has something to do with like general joy and happiness and mental health. People connecting with people, you and I connecting here right now. We're at this great conference where people are connecting in person. And so user-generated content has a way of connecting humans with each other. And it's more than just the bottom line, right?
Yeah. I want to shift gears to open source. How can someone new to open source get involved, and where would you recommend someone get started?
Hey, this is Todd with All Things Open. Thank you so much for watching. We truly appreciate it. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. We've got a lot of new content coming we think you're going to be interested in. One final favor, be sure to go to allthingsopen.org to see everything that we do. Back to the video.
Yeah, so I would get started with taking an inventory of your skills and passions, because usually with open source, you're going to have to spend some time outside your regular job to contribute to open source. So you're going to really want to be passionate about that thing. So what are your skills? What are you good at? And then what do you actually really care about? Because you're going to maybe be doing this on nights and weekends or in your own spare time. And then I would Google it. Or use a company like Outreachy, a service like that can really connect you with a project, an open source project that is taking new contributors, because that really matters too. You want to start with a company that's really, or a project that's really well versed in taking new contributors and working well.
Perfect. I think that's great advice. Are you using any AI in your projects or personal work?
ChatGPT all the way. Not all the way, but part of the way. I love ChatGPT. I think that, instead of being afraid of this technology, writers, editors, content people should be embracing it. It's a great assistant. You can ingest any sort of raw, interview or document and get a great framework, get a great start on things, and then use your editing skills and your humanness to make that piece unique.
So you don't just copy and paste out of ChatGPT?
No,
okay.
I don't.
Is there a trust issue there?
There is, yeah. Perfect. No, it's like, it's like the robot tool, and then you got to use that human editor side on top of it. So
I've been thinking about this. In the editing world, I'm using a robot assistant to create content that robots search so that humans can then read it.
Exactly.
I've taken Jarius's thing to the next level.
Yeah.
So, do you have any? As a mom, how are you teaching open source to your kids?
Yeah, so I have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old, and my 7-year-old was involved in opensource.com at Red Hat back in the day. She would come to some dinners. She has lots of Red Hat swag, and so she kind of like tangentially knows about it. But I would say that in my parenting, I try to focus on teaching them to collaborate, and that all contributions are welcome and valid and valuable, and really that collaboration with other people and with other pieces of life makes something beautiful and special, not just operating in a silo.
I love it. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Perfect. I appreciate the time today, Jen. Always a good time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.